Welcome back. And if you're here, that means you've watched. Well, Tommy's back. But before we get into that, if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button so you know when I go live next. And hit that like button, share to help, help the channel grow. But thank you. And Power Book 4, Force Episode 1 is out. And we are going to do a breakdown of the episode. And we're going to do a review on the show as well. So let me get down to the in and outs. Let's get to the characters that we have seen and what Tommy is now doing after leaving New York. So Tommy, obviously the episode starts with Tommy driving down an dark road. He is having flashbacks of everything that's happened to him in Ghost. Well, in the first Power, at least. So we see Letitia dying again. We see Ghost dying in his arms. We see him getting ready to throw Tariq off the top of the building. We see him killing. We see him doing a lot of things. A lot of things. And it's obviously, you can see it's playing on his mind as the episode, as the 30, little bit of quicker 30 seconds is playing through. And he turns off his lights, starts speeding, and it looks like he is going to end his life there and then pretty quickly, oddly enough. But obviously, since his senses come back and he just stops. He stops. And then it goes into the intro of the show. Intro of the show is chilled, relaxed. There's nothing too upbeat. It is just chilled. Nothing exciting, nothing fast. Just a quick, chilled pace. Now, all of us Power fans that have watched all of the previous Powers know that regardless of what the theme tune is or the intro is, we know that it's not gonna live to the song. Live to the song? No, it's not gonna be chilled out. Let's be honest. Um, First episode, it's a bit of a here and there situation. It's introducing us to all the main characters of the series. Um, and the first person that we do meet Diamond. Diamond is an inmate in prison, and he is obviously set to release on this day. He is set to release. He is a barber, as we have seen, and he is shaping up one of his old inmates. I guess we can say he is making sure that he looks nice and fresh before he leaves, taking his time, not rushing it, because once he leaves them front doors, no one, well, the old man doesn't want to see him again. That's how crazy it is. He does not want to see him behind those walls once more. Now, when Diamond gets released, we meet his younger brother, Samson. Samson is, well, from what we know, Samson is the younger brother. He is a part of the CBI, the Chicago Blood Incorporation. I believe I don't know who comes up with the names, but it's a really interesting name. We are introduced to Samson, not a lot, but we know who he is, and we know obviously we'll meet him on later on in the show. Next, Tommy goes into a bar and Tommy meets a bartender by the name of Gloria. Now, Gloria, obviously, bartender, she has an attraction to Tommy. Tommy has an attraction to her. So we can see where this storyline is going to go, that Tommy and Gloria are going to have potential love interests going later on in the show, in the season. And we know that there's going to be a lot of conflicts going on, probably at the bar between Tommy and Gloria going on, as course. And then they go into introducing the other side of the coin, the Flynn family. So we meet, who do we meet? We meet Claudia, we meet Walter, and we meet Victor Flynn. Now, from what we can tell by the accents, the dad is Irish, so it is part of the Irish mafia. Vic, oddly enough, it has a love interest in Gloria. So now we can tell where the issue is going to come in between Tommy and Victor and Gloria. There looks like there may be a love triangle, but there might be a more of a love, well, a love interest between Gloria and Tommy, and a love interest from Vic to Gloria, but none back, if you get what I mean. So, yeah, it's not even a love triangle because that means that someone have to be in love with. Yeah, let's leave it at that. But we meet the family and we understand that they are in control of a lot of things in New York. Well, Chicago. Jesus, not New York, Chicago. Um, it's an interesting one. It's a very interesting first episode. There's a lot of, to be fair, there's a lot of good theme music. There's a lot of good music that's being played in the episode. And we do see Tommy once again causing trouble from day one. His first day in Chicago, and he's already broken. He already breaks Victor's henchman's arm, takes his phone, and goes to meet Victor at the drop where they are meeting their connect. Now Tommy puts two bullets in the windshield and basically tells Victor, "Look, you want to play, but the next two bullets are going into your head." They go meet the connect, which again we do meet Samson once again, and it seems like the distro or the connect has sort of two times both Victor and Samson going into the episode. So, well, going into the meet, and the two dudes that they are buying the drugs off of are novices. They've never done a drug deal before, and they're high off their head. So it comes to play to see what is the case, what is the cause, and the two druggies start shooting. Tommy obviously doing what Tommy does, taking over and controlling the whole entire situation, which Tommy does as usual. And he puts five bullets, six bullets, no, four bullets in one of them, and killing him with the throat shots. Well, a shot to the throat. Collapses, he's gone. And he disarms the second dealer with shots into his hand and his arm. To be honest, it's basic Tommy stuff, and that's the truth. So what we have also indicated from this episode, this is basically everything that happens in the episode, by everyone, by the way. Also, before this happens, Tommy and Gloria do have sex after Tommy breaks Victor's arm. And then, yeah, it's a pretty much fast-paced episode, but then also giving you introductions to everyone. I would say that it does feel kind of rushed, but it is interesting to see how the episodes are going to develop later on. And Tommy goes to see his grandmother, who lives in Chicago as well. And when he goes to meet her, she is in a nursing home. So there's a lot of him trying to figure out who she is, and he hasn't gone to physically see her one to one. When he does finally get to see her, he finds out something very interesting. It turns out that Tommy has a brother, but the brother was with was with his dad. His mom didn't tell him about it, so that's the interest. This is an interesting part. We want to know. I want to know what the brother's intel is, what he does. Is he a part of this drug trade? Is he a part of? Is he going to be a part of it? Is he going to be a part of Tommy's crew? If he's so, there's a lot of ifs and buts. Who knows what's going on? Now back to the drug deal. Just wanted to get that out of the way real quickly. Now back to the drug deal. Tommy obviously saves Victor and Samson because Samson's gun just doesn't shoot. What happens here is what's very interesting. Tommy basically says, "Yes, I control everything, but that comes with a fee." So Vic pays, gives Tommy all the money that he was going to give to Connect. Tommy takes up the bag of drugs and walks out. Tommy walks out with their money and he walks out with their drugs, and there's nothing they do. They don't do anything. Even though Victor does say that he is a dead man. Yeah, we get it, but that is a very big move from Tommy to do just by entering the city in one day and, basically being like, you know what, you might be big in your town, but I'm taking over. There's nothing you can do to me. It was actually pretty cool, I can't lie. But we know it's developing for something later on down the line. Now, Claudia her dad doesn't think that, well, Claudia Finn, her dad doesn't think that she can take over. And that's the truth. He doesn't think that she can take over and that she is strong enough to keep people in line, which I do feel that this is going to backfire, and she is most likely going to help Tommy later on down the line. You've heard that first here. She's probably going to help Tommy later on down the line, start up his business, probably betray her dad and brother, because she does seem like she is the more clever of the two. The brother isn't so quick, he isn't sharp, and the sister looks like she is the key to the how that business is run. Now, obviously, Tommy does what he does at the drug deal, and he's going to leave Chicago and head to California to carry on working and doing his business. But doesn't not everything goes to plan. He gets cornered by the Finn mafia family, and he ends up meeting Walter, who tells him, "You need to leave my city. You saved my son, but you never do that again. You never get involved. You don't step on my feet. You leave the city now. If you don't, then there's going to be consequences." Tommy starts to drive away, and you know what happens. Tommy's like, "You know what? I love New York. I'm gonna stay here." Turns the car around. End of the scene. To be honest, that's basically what happens. 51 minutes in 11 minutes. That's basically what happens in the episode. Nothing too exciting happens. Nothing too crazy. Apart from Diamond coming out of jail. Samson not liking what the direction that his brother's going into. We know that Gloria and Victor have a relationship from the past. We know that Tommy and Gloria looks like they're going to have a relationship. Claudia seems very interested in Tommy from when she meets her dad. Victor looks like he's going to be he's going to be a lost cause because he doesn't seem like he knows how to handle anything. Tommy's brother is where the mystery is. We don't know where he is going to be lying, what he's going to be doing. So we're going to have to see how that goes from now on, to be honest. And obviously we got the CBI, we got the Finn family, and we also have the Jamaicans, the Dreads that are dealing as well. We haven't been introduced to any of them yet, so let's see how that's gonna go, to be honest. But knowing Power, it's going to have to do with one of the two, CBI or the Finn family, taking them out. But let's find out how that goes. Again, episode wasn't so dramatic. It was decent for a first episode because most people love Tommy. Everyone wanted to see the Tommy spin-off, which is good. So we know that it's going to be interesting to see what happens, and we will find out next week, Monday, when the next next week Sunday. We'll find out next week Sunday when the next episode comes out to see what happens. But again, Tommy Egan is back. If it wasn't for Ghost, well, there's a rumor that Ghost is still alive, so that is going to be an interesting situation. But Power Book 4, Force, Episode 1, I'm going to give it out of 5, 3 stars. It was average. It wasn't spectacular. It wasn't great. It was an introduction to every main character in the show. Obviously, there'll be more main characters coming on later on. But right now, the main characters that they have given us, I'm interested to seeing. They also introduced a police officer at the end of the episode meeting Diamond. Now, we don't know what his motives are, or if he is crooked, or if he is that straight up by the book cop that is going to be putting pressure on Diamond going forward. So let's see what happens, and hopefully it'll be great. If you like, well, yeah. But we'll be back next week for another review, another breakdown of the episode, and let's see what happens. I'm Rich, I'm your host, and I'll see you next time. Bye.